Super Mario Maker 2 is finally here, and I'm so excited to talk about this game. First off, before even watching this, if you love 2D Mario games, this is a must buy. I love the story mode. There's just so much to it. Every single level has its own gimmick, and it's just a lot of fun. However, this is the review from our Nintendo Enthusiast website by John, a writer over on that website. So without further ado, let's jump on in. Super Mario Maker 2 is everything you would expect it to be. You know, basically Super Mario Maker with more content and on a console that people actually own. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Wii U, but it did not sell like hotcakes like the Switch has and currently still is. The variety of levels that could be created in the original was vast, to say the least, and the sequel more than doubles the possibilities. Basically, if you love 2D Mario, then you'll love this game by default. Unlike the first game, Super Mario Maker 2 provides the player with almost all of its content creation options from the very beginning. You can select among making levels in the style of Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario World, New Super Mario Bros., and a side-scrolling version of Super Mario 3D World. With the exception of 3D World, you can change your whole level to a different game style with the press of a button. The process is still as slick as ever, and beautiful music accompanies most of the building and playing. Various new mechanics, items, and even wind conditions enter the mix to major effect. The simple addition of slopes makes a huge difference in gameplay. Water and lava that rise and subside open up whole new experiences. And new items like the catsuit in 3D World practically beg to have whole levels built around them. In the hands of the right creator, every new addition to Super Mario Maker 2 is a big one. But the most impactful new mechanic is the game in the nighttime option. Setting a level to nighttime invokes a unique effect for each different environment, such as blowing hard wind in the desert or flipping the entire level upside down in a cave. Creators are going to exploit these options hard. If all of that isn't enough, creators can add special clear conditions to their levels. Instead of reaching the level's end, you might also have to collect a certain number of coins, or maybe you'll need to reach the end without ever touching the ground, or without ever jumping. The mind reels at how many trillions of different levels you can create with the features in Super Mario Maker 2. Luckily, there are 15 optional tutorials to help players of all skill levels create better levels. And these tutorials are pretty funny. In general, the game is full of funny NPCs, like the hilarious Mr. Eraser who talks like a hitman. Speaking of NPCs, my new favorite thing about Super Mario Maker 2 is the story mode. The premise is that Peach's castle has been accidentally destroyed. Now Mario and the Toads have to build a new castle. You do this by completing pre-made levels, earning coins, and buying castle augmentations. Along the way, you'll find new things adjacent to the castle to explore and new people to talk to. There are over 100 levels to play, though you can complete the story without completing everything. All in all, story mode is simple yet undeniably charming. It gives you an actual reason to be bold in levels and chase after coins in scary places. And the characters are, again, a delight to talk to. It's quintessential Nintendo magic, taking a basic idea and squeezing as much fun out of it as humanly possible. And if you're not much of a veteran player, Luigi will show up and offer help. You can use him and actually edit the level to make it easier, or you could have Luigi just do the entire level for you. However, I could not find any option to stop Luigi from offering help. The greatest annoyance of this game is having to tell Luigi to shut up and go away over and over again. Seriously, calm down Luigi, you'll get your time to shine later this year. When building levels, most of the natural method is to use touch controls in handheld mode. A stylus certainly helps but isn't required. If you choose to create levels in docked mode, you'll have to use the buttons, which are pretty cumbersome. It's manageable, but really isn't great. On the bright side, there is now an option to build a level with a partner. Now family and friends can have fun even during this aspect of the game. Speaking of which, Super Mario Maker 2 offers local and online multiplayer for both co-op and competitive play. I haven't had the opportunity to play locally, but the online experience is a mixed bag. It's very rare for a level to run silky smooth from start to finish. Little hiccups of lag are common, and in worst cases, the lag is absolutely crippling. It felt like I was at the mercy of whoever had the worst connection. However, when the connection is stable, it's a lot of fun. In co-op, you'll quickly learn to take turns with jumps or else you'll be doomed. In competitive, you just try and screw up the other player as much as possible. It's funny and ruthless, again in a unique Nintendo way. Players can also rank up in competitive play, somewhat similar to how they can can climb the general world rankings as a single player or content creator. Ultimately, the replay value of Super Mario Maker 2 is an infinity symbol. There is just an insane number of variables that ensure inventive new levels will be created for years to come. Likewise, player rankings and unlockable costumes incentivize players to keep going. And when you start to feel fatigued, you can always hop back into story mode to relax and recharge. Annoyances like imperfect building controls and laggy online play put a slight damper on things, but they are not deal breakers. Super Mario Maker 2 is a mandatory Mario experience. I mean, come on, infinite 2D Mario. It doesn't get much better than that.